We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And we are underway in Foxborough. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. To the right side, and he's got more complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. The Brock. And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. To return it, Alvin Kamara. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. First down and 10 now for the Dragons offense. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got him in, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
That was a good, strong run there. And while it won't pick up a 1st down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jamarcus Lawrence able to get him for a loss of about 3. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Von Miller in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. He'll drop to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Toss play, Kamara. And oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 2-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Defense likely bringing pressure here. 3rd and goal from the 2. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run out of. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Now Ryan on 1st down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Eluding the pressure right. He's got his running back, LaDainian Tomlinson. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Now Ryan. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. LaDainian Tomlinson, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are in for 6. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This is taken at the 3. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, LA. A great effort there. 97 yards. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
Here's Ryan. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Flushed out right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Charles Haley from his outside linebacker spot. He gets him down here for a loss of 4. On 2nd down, Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And this one's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Raider, Willie Brown. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. Back to the air, Ryan after the pick 6. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And an alley to run. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Room here to run. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. First down, and they'll try to run the option left. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Here we go.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. It's the fullback taking it in. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. There he goes right side. And he will take this one home. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the Broncos getting ready to go on 1st and 10. Time running out here on the play clock. On 1st down, Ryan. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Here's Ryan. They'll roll him out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, lived to fight another down, right?
Hard throw, incomplete.
Now, that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. Flush to his right. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. They got 29 yards there. And it'll be good for a Denver 1st down. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. On 1st down, Ryan. Being chased out left. Throw left side, complete to Shelley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And some room to run now. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Now that second down run a big help as 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now. Now they try the right side here. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
Try and throw. And he finds his target. It's sharp. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit him over the top.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Moon. And this is going to be incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
And he better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. This offense converted once already in this 1st quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. Back to throw. Moon. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bobby Wagner coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be a 2nd down. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the 1st on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Flushed out right. Got a man right side. It's Sharp. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They'll face a 3rd down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. Now Ryan. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now it's Ryan. Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. They'll run it now out of the gun. able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Moon. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. On 4th down, Moon. And that is going to be incomplete. A 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Broncos will take over on downs. And the drive will start with a carry by LaDainian Tomlinson. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Jamarcus Lawrence in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on 3rd down after that sack. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They go play action with Ryan. Forced out to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Throwing on 1st down. Ryan escaping the pressure right. And he whips that one incomplete there. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Ryan will throw again. And that will be incomplete as well. So now 4th down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
4th down. Here's Ryan. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, possession switches hands. Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 2 for 3 before that. They finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that'll keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
And now he'll tuck it and run. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Moon. He sets to fire deep. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Champ Bailey. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And he rifles one incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. To throw again. Ryan. Buying time to his left. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try and put points on the board.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. To throw on second down. Moon. He's going to air one out. Unable to corral it. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Champ Bailey. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Dancing to his left. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Demarcus Lawrence able to drop him for a loss of a couple. He took a hit on that last play. Now let's see how he and the offense respond on second. Play action. It's Ryan. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Fresh set of downs here. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Demaryius Thomas, 32 yards. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game being on second half no matter what. Well, his first 5 minutes, first three, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too caught.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Champ Bailey.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now Ryan on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he goes out of bounds inside the 10 at the 9. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Looking to throw on second down. Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Oh, such great concentration there, going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There's so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They were looking for Johnson that time, and that'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Second down following the incompletion.
Come on, let's go. Flex round.
And now here's a carry heading left. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again.
Let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Here we go.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. And a great spot to start this drive from here. On 1st and 10, Ryan under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brian Urlacher leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the pressure gets to him again. Jamarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Second down following the run. Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 yards for number 11. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try to loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Ryan got a man. It's Johnson. End zone for a Bronco touchdown.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they... Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. First down. Moon. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
But you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Moon trying to lay one up deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Operating from the gun. Moon. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Demarcus Lawrence coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And the back goes into motion. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jones. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
To throw is Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Switch. Wait. Gun.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Demarcus Lawrence bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all.
Here we go.
Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Flex round. Flex round.
They go play action here on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
In motion left to Sharp. To throw on second down. Moon. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's third down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And down he goes. A sack. They sack him back across midfield at about the 48-yard line. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And this looks to probably be the final play. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0?
Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And we are underway from Atlanta. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now the Falcons on a 1st and 10, getting ready to go on offense. Yardage here to the 31-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Rolling to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the star at nearby Georgia, Champ Bailey. And a terrific return there. Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Sports Authority Field. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here are the Bulldogs now as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. A huge play there right off the bat. 47 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They'll set up to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. No gain, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down. Play action. Ryan. Now he's flushed out left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by a longtime Bronco, Champ Bailey. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I think by now it's been demonstrated quite well in the NFL that mobility is an attribute. But when you couple it with accuracy, you've really got something going. Able to get outside the pocket and complete the pass.
He'll get it to the 23-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And Zerline's kick is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So that scores now on their first 2 possessions, but it's 6-0, probably not the kind of scores they were hoping for.
No, not at all, but I think that they've shown that they can have some success against this defense. So they'll go back to the sideline knowing the points are going to be there for the taking.
So the Broncos coming out now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. So when you...
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. It's a big play there on 3rd down. And even 50 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Now Ryan, eluding the pressure right. His throw caught right around the 6. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 5-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To throw again is Ryan. Touchdown, Broncos. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. this one through the uprights and good. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about a 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except me.
And he's going to go down again. Von Miller in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A really nice gain of 25 yards. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at all.
Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Denver right after this. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Space to run past the 20. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So after nearly turning it over, new life here for the offense on 2nd down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there from 17 yards out. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Now it's Ryan. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
He's thrown one interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does. And that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Third and long. It's Ryan. He's got his man Sharp complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now Ryan on second down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And Two-Tone Jones in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Play action. It's Ryan. Being chased out. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive. So
they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. Now he'll escape to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They had a great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, Everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And Zerline's kick is good. And now it's a two-score game at 9, 16-7. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And this is incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan steps away to his left. And this one is incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. Forced out to his left. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Gonna give this time to the tailback. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit, now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now...
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Welcome back now to Denver, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And last time went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Get up!
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Flushed out right. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Sliding out of the pocket. Caught on the right side by Jones. And that one results in 35 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's Ryan. Got a man right side. It's Sharp. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Second down, 9 yards to go. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to have a third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Pass incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
On second down, Ryan. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. The former Bronco, Champ Bailey with a pick.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And they give this time to the tailback. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They're going to look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 26. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Escaping the pressure right. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
You don't want to throw away this excellent field position, but that's 2 incomplete passes in a row. Definitely need something big here on 3rd and 10.
Conversely, defense has done a good job on 1st and 2nd down. The coverage has been draped. Buying time to his left. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Time a factor as Ryan will hustle him to the line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Flush to his... Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. Accelerating, and off he goes. Past the 20, 10, and that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
The left side completion to Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Play action. Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Night Train Lane. And he will be out of bounds here. And no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here are the Raiders as they get set on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. picked off by Harrison Smith. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. After the interception, here's Ryan. Dancing to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
That was really well done right there. That almost looked like a training camp drill. Able to get outside of the pocket, kept his eyes downfield, and found his tight end for a nice first down. Much more.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ryan Shazier in there to get him for a loss of 5. On second down, here's Ryan. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. Well, it's a night game, a lot of energy in this building, but the visiting team here, they get the ball in the opening drive, and they find a way to at least produce 3.
And things are just getting started, so you can't say that they've taken the momentum totally, but a good start towards seizing it in this game.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. He's got his man Sharp complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long?
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Champ Bailey. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is this horoscope off? Is biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Joey Bosa able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan escaping the pressure right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Well, this is something I may never understand. I don't get why a quarterback under duress who has a chance to get rid of the ball and save the yardage keeps it and runs out of bounds. Instead of an incomplete pass and no loss of yardage, it's a 3-yard loss.
Now Ryan. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially.
And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And we are underway from Ford Field. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard. Line. So the 49ers, they're getting set to go on offense. 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly. Yeah,
usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he's able to hold on to the football.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. To throw on second down is Locke. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now a handoff as they run left side. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. We figured they'd come out with intensity and aggressiveness on the defensive side of the ball, and they have an early turnover to show for it.
They lived up to their reputation. That's who they are. They want to attack on every play, even though they're playing defense. And you're exactly right. Force the early turnover, and now they'll try to attack again and again throughout the game.
And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
To throw is Ryan. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Lawrence Taylor leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Shift together here from the D-line. Now Ryan on second down. Being chased out left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some big jelly or something like that.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They go play action now. Ryan. And the pressure gets to him again. Lawrence Taylor in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. He's going to fire, and this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And just one tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. Second and 10, Luck again. Going right side here, and that's good. Played. So here we go, first and 10 now. A shotgun snap for Luck. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Harrison. Touchdown, 49ers. Marvin Harrison, 46 yards. And the 49ers get a score closer. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Zerline out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Second and 10. It's Ryan again. And he slings one that's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Third down here. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively a dime look. 6 DBs. Now it's Ryan. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
It'll be a loss of 13 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Play action. It's Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. On second down, Ryan steps away to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go play action with Ryan. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Johnson. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
Yeah, it was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Second and 10 now. Ryan forced out to his left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to be 49er football. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard. Right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On second down, here's Locke. Buying time to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Vontaze Burfict able to get him for a loss of about 3. They'll fake it. Now Locke. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Harrison. Touchdown, 49ers. Marvin Harrison, 76 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Got a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw again is Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. Eluding the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And Two-Tone Jones in there to record another sack. Their sixth of the afternoon. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Now Luck. And Luck will be intercepted for a third time. Picked off at the 18. Nifty move. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On the counter, it's Tomlinson. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. 3rd and 2, now Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
Slot man moves right. Now a handoff working right. And he's going to be shoved down pretty hard at the 23. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Here's Luck. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And now here's a carry heading left. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions. But some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it down here and bunch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They'll need to get the play off quickly.
Get up!
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Here we go on 1st and 15. From the shotgun, Ryan. Dancing to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And Too Tall Jones in there with pressure yet again. And that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. Play clock winding down. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And he's going to go down again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Play action, Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Here's Riley Dixon now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And taken at the 46. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now it's Love. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Harrison. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it rest of the game. And that does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tacklers.
And the defenders know it, too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know what the rule is. First guy holds up the runner. Everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I love when a play results in a game that I can actually kind of fall back on one of my favorite adages, and that is anytime there's a run over 10 yards, it means that the offensive line did its job, but you know who else did? The wide receiver. Because the first 7 yards kind of belong to the offensive line and the running back. Anything after that means the wide receivers did a great job of blocking downfield, being willing to mix it up, and give them some more space to gain additional yardage.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. They'll try the air now with Locke. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Now Locke. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. And Zerline's kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so, but this was not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
And Denver getting set to take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock, so tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Night Train Lane. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you it's not very good.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a handoff as they run left side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard, your defensive guy. But it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
Go!